Hey guys, this is the Prelims Focus News discussion of 29th and 30th of November, guys. The very first news is about Indian Hypertension Management Initiative, which is a collaborative project of institutions like Indian Council of Medical Research, Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, state governments, as well as World Health Organization. And it is mainly to, address the issue of hypertension in our India, because with hypertension, that is high blood pressure, there is huge amount of death that is being seen in India. Not only by this only, that's related to cardiovascular disease also, and other factors like reducing salt consumption and eliminating artificial trans fats, right? So basically it will support the adoption of standardized simplified treatment, which is being adopted in all over the world. That will be adopted in India also, and quality medication services will be provided to the patients who are suffering from such kind of disease, right? And guys, some few of the data were also given in this article, that around 200 million adults in India are having this high blood pressure, yet the control rates for the condition is remained very low. And studies also suggest that in rural area, just 1/4 of the people are know whether they have hypertension or not. Say for example, if 100 people in a village is having hypertension, then only 25 people will know about it, that they are having hypertension as a disease, and only 10% of the people blood pressure is getting controlled in rural areas. In concerning to urban areas, the figures is around 40% of the people who know that they are having hypertension, and only around 20% of the blood pressures in urban areas are getting controlled. Next news is about Inspire 2017. Actually, the full form of it is International Symposium to Promote Innovation and Research in Energy Efficiency. Now, through this full form, you will get to know that what is it all about. It is all about the innovation and research which is being carried out in energy efficiency sector, so that the efficiency of energy can be improved, right? And the context of this news is the first edition of this Inspire 2017 had recently kicked off in Jaipur, which is basically a 5-day symposium, and it is being organized by SL, World Bank and AEEE, that is Alliance for Energy Efficiency Economy. And it is basically an international conference which will be acting as a platform, and it will bring together various stakeholders who that may be from they may be policymakers, innovators, financiers or influencers, right? So all the all of them will be accommodated in a single platform, and that platform for energy efficiency community to discuss energy efficiency policies, market transformation strategies, emerging technology. Means they will just discuss about all these things, that what can be done to improve this energy efficiency sector. And guys, say for example, multiple 3 countries are coming together, so they will inspire, I mean they will be coming out with huge of the policies, like which could mutually and co-benefit themselves, right? Say for example, 2 countries are coming together, India and Nepal. I'm just giving an example. So if these both countries are making framing policies of making energy efficient in their countries, then both the countries can be benefited through the mutual cooperation, right? So that's why this this is being organized. Next is National Skill Development Corporation. Now the context of this news is a tripartite memorandum of agreement has been signed between National Skill Development Corporation, Tourism and Hospitality Skill Council, and leading community driven hospitality company whose name is Airbnb. So basically this memorandum of agreement will provide hospitality skills and training of hospitality to the micro entrepreneurs in India, and also it will support the Skill India mission, under which the aim of the government is to provide skills to the people who don't have it, and who cannot convert those skills to to economy, to mainstream of economy. So that's why the government will only provide them a skill. And it is being said that by the government that it will be creating 50,000 hospitality entrepreneurs in India. The MOU signed is aimed to empower more citizens, as well as it will serve as a as a guiding light for the rural and unserved area, so that they can join themselves in alternate accommodation sector, because accommodation sector is something in India which is being in a booming phase, right? So that's why this is being organized. And guys, the signing of MOU is in line with the government's endeavor to promote entrepreneurship. That's I've already discussed, right? Now let's read a bit about National Skill Development Corporation, guys. It is a private public-private partnership model under the Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, and it is a non-for-profit company which is set up by the Ministry of Finance under the Companies Act, and the main aim of it is to promote skill development in India. Next is meeting of Asian Pacific Decade for persons with disabilities. See, basically few of the countries of ASEAN Pacific have came in a single platform to discuss the issues that are being faced by the persons with disabilities. All right, and this has been happening since 2013 to 2022, means this is the time frame under which this meeting of Asia Pacific Decade for personality with disabilities is happening. Means earlier also some sort of meeting happened on 2013 or before 2013, and next also, I mean in future also some sort of meeting is coming to happen, and that's why it is being said that it is an intergovernmental midpoint review meeting. Right now, through this meeting, what has been done, guys? Actually, the persons with disabilities in different countries of Asia Pacific are still facing many difficulties, right? Those are not being concerned in different countries. So it is a kind of platform in which they will mutually tell that, okay, these are the conditions which we should frame for these persons with disabilities in different countries, so that they can feel themselves, they don't feel themselves alienated, and they can feel that, okay, they are the inclusive part of society, right? So that's why it is kind of a discussion which will set the future policy action, and which will set a synergy between Incheon strategy and 2030 agenda for sustainable development. Now we all know about 2030 agenda of sustainable development, but let's read a bit about Incheon strategy, guys. It is basically a goal to cover range of development areas concerning to the person with disabilities, and they are poverty reduction, employment to political participation, accessibility, social protection, education, etc. You can read about it, guys. And also ESCAP Secretariat, that is the United Nations Economic and Social Commission for Asia Pacific, is mandated to report every 3 years that what is the progress been taken by the different other countries regarding this Incheon strategy that we have already discussed. So I'll just tell you to go through it, because that is a very important key point that might pop up in your prelims paper. Now next is about Global Entrepreneurship Summit, guys. Basically the 8th edition of this summit has been recently carried out in Hyderabad, which was being hosted by the Niti Aayog in partnership with US government, and it is being said that the summit was being attended by 1,500 entrepreneurs that they were from 170 countries. And guys, remember the theme of it. The theme is world first, that is world first, prosperity for all. And it is being said that it will provide a platform in which emerging entrepreneurs, investors and supporters will come across the world, and they will be at a single platform to discuss that what are the things to be needed to enhance their entrepreneurship skill and all, right? And this year marks the first global entrepreneurship summit in South Asia, which is being carried out in India. So the focus sectors are energy infrastructure, healthcare and life science, finance, technology and digital economy, and media and entertainment. So these are the key focus centers, guys. Next news about Saubhagya scheme. It is the full form of it is Pradhan Mantri Sahaj Bijli Har Ghar Yojana, which is being recently launched in Manipur. Actually this scheme has been launched in September 2017 to ensure that electrification is done in every rural and urban areas. Now just listen, every rural and urban areas. Now you might be thinking that earlier also many schemes were there, but there were many loopholes in earlier scheme. That's why this scheme has come, that so that those loopholes can be plugged off, right? Now under this scheme, it is being said that there will be free electricity conditions will be given to the poor, and those poor will be selected from socio-economic caste census of 2011, and those people who are still poor but they are not included in socio-economic caste census, so they will be also given electricity, but at a minimal cost of 500 rupees only, which will be recovered by the state discoms in 10 installments, which will be the pressure on them will be reduced. And and the Rural Electrification Corporation Limited is been said to be the nodal agency for its implementation. And the benefits of it you will get to, I mean, I don't need to explain you, because you know it yourself, that what are the benefits if electricity is coming to a village. So the services like health, education and connectivity services will be enhanced, right? And economic activities will also be enhanced, and it is being said that the quality of life of people will be getting enhanced, as especially for women's. All right, so these are the few of the benefits. Next news is about net neutrality, guys. Actually, this was news because TRI has said confirmedly that they are in support of net neutrality, right? And we have already discussed many a times, so I'll just tell you to just go through it and read about it a bit. Next is about Arunachal's Siang River has turned black. See, basically this Siang River is the extension of Sangpo River. All right, that it is basically a Brahmaputra river, right? When it enters Assam, then it is called Brahmaputra river. When it enters Arunachal, then it is called Siang. And when it is emerged from the Tibet and passes up to Arunachal Pradesh, up till that it is called Shangpo river, right? So basically India is blaming China, that China is digging world's longest tunnel in Shangpo river, and they are planning to redirect the water of this Shangpo river to their desert area, right? To the areas which are not much fed by water. So that's why India is blaming, and it is recently being seen that the river in Arunachal Pradesh has turned totally black. Means earlier that river was used by the people around Arunachal Pradesh to even drink, right? Because that was purest form of water, right? But recently it is being seen that those are not even conducive to drink. So that's why India is blaming China, as well as there is huge panic in the region of Arunachal Pradesh regarding this water issue. Next is about Singapore's Changi naval base. See, this is the Changi naval base. Actually, India has signed a bilateral agreement in which the Indian navies will be given accommodation in this Singapore's Changi naval base, and it is being Indian ships will be allowed for logistical support, right? So, but it has totally irked China, because China don't want India's presence nearby South China Sea, right? But it is, since it is nearby South China Sea, so India's presence will be there. So it is kind of geopolitical game basically that India and China are playing with each other, right? Now the next news is a very good news. Actually, this is the first state, Karnataka has become the first state in which head of the police and head of the bureaucracy is run by women. Now this is becoming a very proudest moment for one of the state, because this state has this state will become an example for other states that what is women empowerment, right? So it is indeed a very good news for the Indian politics and all whatever you can imagine. Now next news is about, guys, Higher Education Funding Agency, HEFA. Actually, this was a news because the HEFA board has recently approved a project worth rupees 2000 crore to 6 institutions, that is IIT Bombay, IIT Madras, IIT Kharagpur, IIT Delhi, IIT Kanpur and NIT Surathkal. All right, so these 6 institutes will be given a funding of this much rupees, and it is being said that these funds will be utilized to improve the research infrastructure of those institutions, as well as it will further improve the standing at global scale, so that those institutions can can stand by the institutions of top class, right? So that the students of those institutions can perform effective experiments on their labs, so that they can get results, as well as it is being said that if their results are verified and we'll get a perfect result, then we might get money from patent and royalty, right? Indian government might get. So it is a very good step by the government, as well as Union Cabinet has approved this HEFA in September 2016. These are few of the facts. As a special purpose vehicle with a public sector bank coordination, that is Canara Bank, right? And the agency is also expected to mobilize, this HEFA agency is also expected to mobilize funds from corporate social responsibility, public sector units as well as corporates. So guys, this was all about the news of today. We'll meet in next class. Till then, bye bye, take care, and thank you for listening. And one more news to you all guys. Actually, the geography optional series has already been uploaded guys. So if you at all want to see, just go to the link in the description. You will get to know that where the geography optional classes are available in an academy platform. It is right, so you can get it over there, right? So guys, okay, bye bye, we'll meet tomorrow. Bye.